You're going to want to start out with a regular piece of paper. I like to use red because of the mouth, and you're going to fold it diagonally from corner to corner on each side. So here, and flip to the next side, and you want to make sure these are to the point and very accurate because it's going to help you out later on. So unfold that, and you're going to take each corner and fold it to the middle point like so. And do that for each corner and make sure these are accurate. If you have to go back and adjust a little bit, you just want to make sure you have the best creases and that they're all even and flat. And then for the next step, you're going to want to take each corner again and bring it to the middle just like you did before. And again, this can be kind of tricky because they tend to puff up, but just make them flat and even as best as you can. And next, you're going to unfold everything. Well, each flap, not everything. And then fold them into quarters to the middle line on both sides. And then you're going to open that back up again and rotate it and do the same thing to the other sides. Make sure you have good, clean creases. And then next, you're going to open it all up, the whole thing, so you have a flat sheet of paper. So you're going to take a corner and fold that triangle down. The folds are already there for you to help you. And then you're going to fold it down one more time to get the trapezoid shape. And you're going to do the same on the bottom. You're going to fold it up, and you're going to fold it up one more time. So next, you're going to want to fold along that crease and fold the triangle on top of itself. Now, the paper might get a little funky, but you can flatten it out and fold on top of that to line up with the top trapezoid. And then fold that triangle out so you have the white part, kind of like when you do in the sailboat. And do that to each side. So next, you're going to want to take that white triangle and fold it directly immediately down to the little triangle on the corner of that rhombus, and it's not going to lay flat, so you want to push the top up and fold it down to create a parallelogram, and make sure those corners are nice and sharp. You may have to readjust as you go. It kind of helped me to pick it up and guide it where to go. And then you're going to do the same exact thing to the other side. Fold that down. And it can be a little tricky. You just want to make sure it's lined up nicely so that bottom lip looks good. And again, fold. Make sure that corner is all good. It can kind of get stuck in there. And again, make sure the creases are nice. So next, you're going to want to open up the flap and bring that corner to the outside corner. And you'll kind of want to do both at the same time. And you're going to be creating another rhombus. And this is going to be the top lip. And fold that down and crease it. Now you have the two flaps sticking out at the bottom there. You're going to want to lift those up. It's going to be in between the top and the bottom lip there. And sometimes the top one can overlap, so you want to make sure you have room for them to be spaced out. Open the triangle, and you're going to do kind of like a petal fold, and fold it down so it lines up with the square on the side there. You'll have a little diamond shape that'll line up perfectly with the pre-folds. So next you're going to want to lift the flap up. Actually, you're going to fold them in and to the center like a kite fold. Getting it nice and even as possible. You want the tip to be as sharp and pointy as you can make it, because that's going to be the fangs. So you don't want some weak fangs, only strong vampires around here. So get those nice and creased, and then lift the corner up and fold it together. It's not going to be perfectly together, but underneath those little triangles there's room for it to get pushed up. So you want to bring it up as far as you can and then fold the triangle down. And you're going to do the same to the other side. Lift it up. You want to fold it in half on that crease. And then bring it up as far as you can and fold it down. And then next you're going to lift. You can do this in any order you want, but the bottom flap and tuck that white part under it with keeping the fang out still. And there's one, and do the same to the other side. Just tuck those away. It's like the root of the teeth. And then again on the bottom. And keep the fangs sticking out. And here you can see you basically have it done. You can leave it finished here, but I like to make it a little more realistic, like a real pair of lips. So you're going to give it a cupid's bow and a little bit of a curve on the bottom. So it's kind of, there's no real solid way to do it. Just there's a line down the middle here, as you can see, and basically just kind of softly fold a line. You make a little triangle. Folding in half can help to make a little cupid's bow, and then fold on the bottom to give it a little bit more of a round lip, so it's a little more 3D. And sorry, this is upside down. I was filming it the wrong way. And that's a thumbs up, not a thumbs down.